Hello, everybody. Welcome. Lovely show from Stephanie. Thank you very much for that. I hope you all enjoyed watching that. You've got myself, Amanda, and our lovely David for the next 2 hours.
I know,
Would
I'm
you
sorry.
know? Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
You're back?
I know.
She's back.
I'm back. Hey, and I'm all recharged and everything. So watch out.
Been plugged in for a week.
I know, can you imagine? It's like I'm fizzing. So, is there such a thing as being overcharged?
I'm not quite sure, but in your case, maybe.
Yeah, and also I've had plenty of caffeine this morning too.
There we go then.
Woohoo! So watch this space. We've got our lovely team with us today. We've got Becky on camera. She's got some really excited. She's really super excited. Becky is because she's got her wedding in a couple of weeks, and so we're all like, "Yay!" Aren't we? It's just a little bit, yeah. Hendu's done with. Now we're moving on to the next stages.
Yeah.
And then we've got our lovely Amber doing our production today. Who's on our comments? I think we've got our new lady on comments, haven't we?
Not quite sure who's on comments today. Might be.
Is the lovely new Debbie joining in with some of the comments? So Debbie is new with us for our lovely highlight family. So say hello in the comments to her. Send us some love. I'm sure she'll be really pleased to hear from you all. So that is our team for the next 2 hours. I know, right?
I know.
What mischief do you think we could get into
Plenty,
for
I'm sure.
2 hours?
I'm sure plenty.
You've got new waxes.
Hold on a minute. Just hold the line, everybody.
Stephanie's coming in.
Stephanie's here.
Got brand new waxes, Stephanie. Never seen before. Ever seen before.
I need that colour.
And that one.
You're going to have to be quick.
Why?
You have to be really quick.
You're going to have to be quick.
Is it not going to last?
It's not
No,
gonna...
it's not going to last. It's already allocated. We haven't even told them about it.
Gosh, look at that one. I need that one.
Just bear with us a
Stephanie's
minute.
just doing some in-person shopping.
Yeah, she's come to do a bit of shopping. Bless her.
I know.
Blinking heck.
See, we've not even shared it with everyone yet.
Look at it.
Should we just go and have a cup of tea?
Yeah, John, should we come
No, I'm going shopping. They're gorgeous.
Aren't they?
Nice, I like this.
And what's this one?
Oh, you should have seen him before I did it. He looked like a blob.
A blob.
Anyway,
Oh, okay.
I'm going.
Right.
Shopping.
Nice to see you.
What's the code for those?
So,
Stephanie's shopping. So
shop metallic for the one with the pink and shop luxury for the one with the purple.
Thank you.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Metallic and luxury.
Metallic and luxury. Yeah. Is that all right?
Sorted.
Fabulous. Okay.
There we go.
So,
Well, that wasn't planned.
Anyway, shall we do a demo?
Honestly, I've been so excited for today. Brand new launch from Cadence. It's been so busy here at live shopping recently at Highlight Crafts. So much so that I don't even know if we've shared with you much on our social media pages about this new launch, but it is now here for you.
It is. It's amazing. So how do you shop and where can you watch us? Obviously, you'll be watching us now. Sometimes I think, why do we have to remind them that? But they might have a blip one day and they want to watch us somewhere else. So you can watch us on your social media sites, on Facebook and on Instagram. Of course, you can be watching us on our website, but you can be watching us on that there, YouTube. So you've got us on the big telly, which is amazing. However, when you're shopping, you still need to shop on your social media site. So you type in the code SHOP and then metallic for the beautiful new metallic waxes that we've got. That's our first bundle on the show. Pop that into the comments. You'll get a notification that says, thank you very much for your reservation. And then in there's the link. Click the link and it takes you to your basket when we've finished our hour. As we've already said, these are already allocating, which is brilliant. Welcome everybody and thank you for coming along and shopping with us. It is our Makeover Monday 2 hours special for you all. And we've got lots of new. Lots of not just new, it's new. And then, obviously, how you can watch us is in the same place on the YouTube, on social media, and also on our website.
Absolutely. I'm really, really looking forward to this show.
So earlier on, I've been off, as we've just
You've not been here.
ascertained that.
I think whilst you were here, you missed another launch as well.
Yeah, I missed birthday. Weren't here for that.
No cake left, I'm afraid.
Sorry?
Yeah, what?
What was that?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. No.
Did you just mention cake?
Nope, nothing at all.
No cake left.
Nope.
Rude. Didn't even save me anything.
It's just not possible.
I've got a sad face now. Anyway, these are new. Like, I've not even seen them. They're amazing.
Right. Okay, so last week, when we share with you brand new Cadence launches here at Live Shopping, may I just say they go incredibly fast, really, really busy. We can now do for you exceptional prices on brand new product that you have never seen before, especially from here at Live Shopping. This is an exclusive for you. The first time you're seeing this, most definitely the first time you're seeing this here at Highlight Crafts. We have never had these in stock before, so you've never previously been able to purchase these particular bundles and products here from us before. This is the first time. So for each and every one of you joining us this morning, welcome to a first ever launch.
These are fabulous. Can you see, are you getting how shiny these are on that camera? Aren't they just incredible? So your top one is Shop Luxury and the bottom one is your Shop Metallic. They are stunning.
Now, this here for you is an introductory price. It's an introductory offer. It is exceptional, but these are the Dora waxes. So you may have previously seen us share with you the finger waxes from Cadence, okay, which have that wonderful mica that runs through them. But with a finger wax, you get that wonderful opulent pearlescent finish, but with a Dora wax, you get the sparkle, the shimmer, and the shine that is so well renowned for within the Dora family. They've got crushed metal flakes in them, which means it is completely different, packed with mica inside there. But we've got new colours for you, new configurations.
We have.
It's really exciting.
This is super exciting. So, first of all, the ones that we're showing you now are the Shop Metallic. In this group, you are going to get your silver, your white gold and your diamond, which is beautiful. $22.49 secures these into your basket for you to be able to get these home. Again, just stunning colours. Now look at that.
So this here is your diamond. It's like a pale antique pink. It is beautiful. Now these again are packed with thousands of elements of metal. Look how reflective and shiny that is there, just as a swatch on the back of my hand. These are designed to go on even more surfaces. Beautiful. So think about all your interiors: wood, metal, cardboard, grey board, construction board, terracotta, plastic, metal, perspex, the lot, styrofoam, tiles, porcelain, glassware. It will go on to, can't think of anything else, canvas, the lot. You can use it on fabric. It's not machine washable on fabric though, but of course if you wanted to put it on any other hard surface and make it waterproof, a coat of Aquastone will get it done for you.
No, but if I was upcycling a handbag or anything.
Oh yeah, you're not going to put that in the wash.
You know, you're not going to put that in the wash.
Well, to be honest, a lot of the fabric products I make, I don't wash anyway, maybe hand wash or sponge.
Yep.
But absolutely, yes, once it's set, it's permanent on the surface. It doesn't move once it's, of course, dried.
So, and again, we are bringing you a fabulous new price. So you are saving, because of the launch, £4.48 on a new launch, okay? So then we're going to go on to Shop Luxury.
I can't believe these are only $22.49 a bundle.
Yes.
I mean, oh my goodness, for brand new products.
These are beautiful.
And these are a superior, higher level wax, okay? So very different from the finger waxes we launched previously, and they are brilliant as well. But this here is like the next step, the next generation, the higher caliber wax, okay? Now, these ones for you, I mean, that swatch list where you can see the reflectiveness is astounding. But if you want to cover embossed card, gessoed surfaces, so I've got a piece of cardstock here that I've run through an embossing stencil, which we do have on the show, and I'll be able to share with you how to do that. So you've got your embossed stencil, but then instantly, look how the waxes make it an instant gold surface. You can create your own mirror card. It doesn't move on the surface. You could sand it back if you wanted to. But look how it still flexes, it doesn't crack, it's creamy, it's smooth, it's got no odour to it. In fact, it has a very mild, but it smells just like a very mild paint. It's beautiful, and they're all water-based too.
So these colours in this one are one of my favourites, malachite. I love that word. Love that word. You've got dark orchid and dark turquoise. So this is your orchid, this is your turquoise, and this is your malachite. Now, the malachite is a gold, but it's like a green gold, isn't it? Yeah, it's stunning.
It's beautiful. It's antiqued. It's got patina inside there. You've got thousands, hundreds of thousands of elements of those micas running through there. Very, very generous in the size of quantity you get as well. It goes an awful long way, and you'll be able to see that throughout the show as well.
I think these are just beautiful. I'm super excited about this. So for that one is Shop Luxury, $22.49, a saving of £4.48. 48. Now, of course, when you've got something like this, you need somewhere to be able to put it.
Absolutely, you do. And you can see I've been using it on cardstock. But again, remember all of those surfaces. It is water-based, so you can use a paintbrush. You can make spritzes out of this as well. It's full coat coverage. You can blend and mix them together. So, of course, when we previously shared with you the metallic paints, you can then gild on top of your metallics.
Amazing.
So it's complementary of other tones and other products from the Cadence catalogue, which makes this an incredibly, incredibly popular one to have, and you need it in your stash because we've got 6 for you today. There's also another 6 in the wings.
Oh,
and when these are gone, this is all of the stock allocated to this show, okay?
Well, thank you for shopping with us, everybody, because I've just had a little bit of an update. There's 15% of everything, already in allocation. So thank you, because I think you go in, you're getting both of them.
Absolutely.
So we are neck and neck on the orders for this one. So I wonder if we will break free on one. We'll end up with a favourite.
Well,
but at the moment, 15% in both of them.
Absolutely. If you did join us for the Saturday before, when we had the launch of our brand new metallics from Cadence, of course, we did notice as well a lot of you were purchasing across all 3 bundles. And as completely transparent as we are, all the stock was allocated to that show, which left a lot of disappointed customers out there because when they're gone, they're gone. We did order a little bit more of these, so we do have slightly more, but already I did not anticipate that within under 10 minutes we would already have updates like that. Okay, so...
No, so it's flying.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody, and they are stunningly beautiful. Now, this is an incredible deal. I can't believe what you're getting here. You are getting 10 assorted stretch canvases, so that's 10 for $17.99.
It's unbelievable. This is a crazy value for money,
I can't believe
Amanda.
this.
You're getting 10 of them. So if I just turn this round to you, you can see straight away you've got your 2 largest ones. So you're going to get 2 of each of the sizes. So think about wall covering, think about, your big pieces with mixed media and rice paper and stencils. You've got 2 here which are larger than A4. You've then got 2 which I would put in between an A4 and A5. And then you've got these which are your fabulous dinky ones. Think about acrylic paws. All those different projects, they're brilliant.
$17.99. So for 10 pieces, it works out at £1.70. Obviously, you get your discount as well when you check out. So I forgot to say that. 10% discount when you check out with us as well for our lovely highlighters. So it's £1.79 a canvas, less your discount. But if you turn it round, £1.79 for that huge canvas.
I know, literally, it's massive. It's like
huge.
it's like bigger than A3. So instead, though, your sizes that you're getting, you're going to get 2 of your 5x7, okay? You're going to get 2 there of your 8x10, 2 of your 11x14, 2 to 12x16, and then finally there you're going to get 2 of your 16x20 inches. That is an awful lot of surface coverage for you to play with. Now, the beauty of a canvas as well is it's not a consumable. When you paint it, and the amount of times I've re-gessoed over a canvas for another project, or maybe some techniques I tried and I wanted to do it again, they're fabulous. You can build up with so many mediums, and they're all wooden stretched canvases as well, which makes that extra layer of quality so much more apparent within these.
They're already pre-ready, aren't they? You can just go straight on with them. There's no having to prime them or anything like that. You're straight on with these. So shop Arteza, so ARTEZA, shop Arteza, $17.99. That then secures your 10 amazing canvases. So we're now going to go to shop panel because these are again canvases that was hiding my drink. I'll have to hide it somewhere else now.
Oh, it's fine,
put
I have to
that
hide
down
it.
there. So shop panel, these are a pack of 6 A4 canvas panels. So these are board. Again, they're already preset, ready for you to go. No, you don't have to prime them or anything. You can go straight on. These are $12.99. And again, brilliant, brilliant value for money they are.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to get 6 in these are the hardboard ones as well. So they're on a panel of hardboard, of course, fully sealed all the way around the edges. Great, again, for you to go in with your heavier techniques. With it being a hardboard as well, you can do your embossing onto these, build up loads of texture, make it real deep, and of course, build up loads of layers. But again, take advantage of irresistible prices while we're sharing with you brand new wet mediums as well for you to utilise on all of this. It's a perfect show, a one-shop destination for you to be able to get everything that you need to be able to create exactly what you're seeing today.
I love this. And then obviously, because we've got the canvases, one of my favourite things to do with the canvas is to use the stencils on it. So you're creating backgrounds and building on your texture. So here today we have got some stencils for you. We've got Shop Steam. It's the In the Studio Industrial Steampunk. Okay, so this is our stencil bundle. It's $12.99 for both of these. So you've got your cogs and you've got your pipes. You are saving $8.99. And again, when you check out, remember you are getting your 10% discount on that. So $12.99 for both of them is brilliant. And they are big. They're right to the edge, A5, full-on stencils.
They're brilliant. I love these. Of course, you can see there with your cogs, the depth of these is intensified. So when you're running them through, and I'll show you how to do this during the show, with your embossing stencils, you get a fabulous result. It picks out all of the definition with those waxes. So if you're at home and you're thinking, well, I love to watch the Makeover Monday shows because I like the inspiration and demonstrations, but mediums that are elaborate, of course, that require lots of tools aren't really for me, and you're maybe a paper crafter, this is a great bundle to go for, because if you've gone for the waxes, they can be used with all paper craft for decoration, embellishment, for finishing and adding that overall finalising layer. And with a stencil, they work perfectly together. So everyone has used a stencil at some point, and if you haven't, these are the perfect ones to go for, to give it a try.
And I love the embossing stencils because it's multifunction, multi-purpose, because not only can you do the embossing with them, which is what they were created for, so you get that lovely emboss, but because of they're a little bit thicker mylar, it gives you, when you put your texture paste and things through them, it's a deeper paste, which is just brilliant. So remember all the other techniques that you can do, spritzing through them, inking, texture paste, anything else you can actually use, even though they're embossing folders, you can just use them as they are as a stencil.
Absolutely.
Now, the next one is a fabulous bundle. Incredible saving on this one. This is Shop Love. It is In the Studio, Love to Love stencil bundle. Now, there's quite a bit in here because you're getting 4 stencils for $9.99, which is just brilliant.
All for $9.99 for
all of them.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
You're saving £15 for these, which is brilliant. And again, we just love them. So you are going to get your balloons, you're going to get your hearts, you're going to get your, this is like your streamers. You know when you pull those in, they go wee, pop, and they all go out. So you've got your, sorry?
What?
They go wee.
They go what, sorry?
Wee, pop. So that's what they're doing. And then you get your love. Now, something's happening not very far away. Isn't it?
Oh, it's your favourite festive period of Halloween.
It is my favourite festive. No, it's not. It's obviously it's Valentine. I just call it Halloween. So these would be lovely for that. Maybe you're making your Halloween cards and things.
Absolutely.
Your Valentine's, sorry.
Valentine's ones. I've got your balloons everyday timeless. Great for all age cards and celebration. So they're brilliant. Your loved ones, again, any card is always made with love.
Of course it is.
So you can send those through, not just for Valentine's, but again, all round cards for everybody. You can also just mask off areas and use it with your foiling pen if you want to add it into a sentiment. With your streamers, these look fabulous with just a mixture of blends of inks and paints. Perfect backing.
What do they do?
You do it.
There we go. That's exactly what they do.
Streamers, any card as a celebratory event, of course, for like an anniversary, that sort of thing would be great inside there. And you'll love hearts. I love this one for not only the repetitive pattern, great for fabric design, but embossed, it looks fabulous.
Yep.
And of course, as well, you could do paper piecing with this, you could do hot foiling with it, all sorts of stuff.
Oh, I like a bit of paper piece.
Yeah.
If you've got all of your pencils, if you had, if you got Stephanie's pastel bundle the other weekend when she was using the extender medium on the pastels, that would look beautiful.
Oh, it would, wouldn't it? That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I really like that. So that one is Shop Love In the Studio stencil bundle, $9.99. Now we're going on to summer. It is coming, everybody.
I cannot wait.
It is. Really, you know. Autumn and winter have been ever so long this time, and we're not even at the other side of it yet, are we?
I know, honestly. I was in the garden yesterday trying to do bits of gardening in between doing other bits and bobs, and I thought, it's still freezing. It's
Come
still
on,
cold. I know.
warm up,
I was just
will
picking
you?
up leaves and stuff.
So, you're doing a bit of tidying?
Yeah, I did a bit of tidying, getting ready for. Seen a few bulbs popping up, so I thought, let's just have a little bit of a spruce.
It's on its way.
Yeah.
So this one is Shop Summer 7. What? Hold on, just a minute. So in the studio Summer Collection embossing stencil pack, £7.50.
This is a ridiculous price.
You're saving over £25 on this.
Yeah, you've got an incredible saving on this one. These are perfect for background, okay? So, sitting in the background of any project or card, they look fabulous. And there you've got this wonderful geometric diamond design. If you went for the Summer Celebration die set, these, of course, were designed to work alongside it, but do go independently as well. So you've got the diamonds. You've also got the flowers, and then you've got your polka dot, all timeless stencils, but again, they're made of that really thick embossing material, which makes them almost like plexiglass, like they're really, really thick.
Yeah, these are really heavy duty, aren't they?
Yeah.
So again, just because they're embossing stencils, you can still use them across the board with all your different mediums, whether it be your spritzers and things like that, for making your backing papers, as well as creating embossed images. So for that, £7.50. All of them are coming to you, so which is fabulous. Now, the next one, obviously, again, coming up to that time of the year. Actually, this could be nice for you to keep your wedding photos in, couldn't it, Becky?
I think so.
I think these are just beautiful for that. So Shop Frame, Kate, 2 of them, a bundle. $8.99.
Absolutely. I wanted to bring something to you that, of course, is seasonally appropriate, but again, one that would look great around your home all year round. It could have pictures of family members inside here. Now, what you get here is a 3-piece aperture. It's all connected together. It's a laser cut piece of wood. You're going to get 2 of these in total, so it's a pack of 2. You just slot your photographs inside there. These would look great gessoed, just in your black, which we do have on the show. Then go straight over with the gilding waxes.
Love these.
Oh,
these
see what you did there?
Love to love.
I think they're fabulous. Imagine having a couple of them together, but they're wonderful gifts. They're really lightweight and inexpensive, and there is a pre-drill hole either side, so you can make them into a hanging decoration too.
Do you know, again, I'm sorry, Becky, I'm picking on you this morning, because I just am, because I need everybody to know that we're celebrating something really lovely that's coming up and you're getting married. You could use these as a gift as well. So after a wedding... No, after a wedding, you could actually do this as a gift, as a keepsake, couldn't you?
Oh, absolutely, you could do. Even if it was pets inside here, again, something like a wedding. Really, really cute. Do you know what? If you've got
newborn,
your craft station or your desk, wonderful just to have on there. Just with your favourite pictures, or you could rotate them, change them every now and again.
So you could have David with his blonde hair, and David with his hair like this, and his David with his small quiff.
We don't talk about the blonde era. Okay, that's in the past.
I found some photos.
Someone did comment saying, have you had a quiff lift?
A quiff lift? What, now? Yeah, we've booked in for a quiff lift. No, it's just a new clip-on.
Is that what it is? Different hairspray?
I had a different hairdresser this week, and God love her, but she took way too much off. I walked out, and when you sit in your car and you go...
It'll grow. It'll grow back.
The hairdryer was working overtime this morning, just trying to do something with it, so I've probably gone a bit too bouffant. To be fair, I've not actually looked in the mirror since, so it was quite dark when I got ready today, so thanks for noticing, though. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bless him. So, oh, my goodness. See. Right, a little update for you all. So, Shop Metallic is 15%.
Oh, wow.
And just in the front, we've got Shop Luxury at 20%. They are stunningly beautiful. I love this.
I can't
and
wait to
already, hold on a minute, we've only just talked about this. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Shop Frame, 10%'s already gone, David.
Oh, my goodness, wow, okay.
Right,
really
moving on.
Those. Okay, so...
Are we going down that way?
Where would you like to start?
No, you tell me.
Yeah, I'll come to you then.
Okay. So, we've got another bundle. Again, obviously, different substrates for you to work onto, but also we're giving you a tool to work with as well.
I'm going to bring these a bit closer to you so you can see exactly what you get in here, because this one for you is you're going to get canvases and your sponge applicator.
And these are black. So, Shop Black gets you 2 of the canvases and the Cadence cut and use foam, $12.99.
Oh, that's a good price.
$12.99. Now I've seen that. Personally, I know when I say this, Stephanie goes, "You've done what?"
Go on.
These
so I'm covering
at least Sorry.
I didn't even realise. How rude. Push me over if you want, it's fine. There we go, that's better. Sorry, what you were saying?
Everybody's laughing now. These, you'd pay $6.99 just for one canvas.
Oh, absolutely,
But
especially a
you'd
tested.
pay, but it's black. You're going to pay more
Oh, of
because
course,
it's already
yeah.
a black canvas. It's not a white canvas that you've then gessoed black. You have to pay more for that option to have it like that, don't you? What, are you still hiding?
Don't know if everyone's ever watched Monsters Inc. before. But I just got this vision. You just got Mike Wazowski. When he's covered by the logo. Sorry. I'll show it you after the show.
No, I know which one you mean. And he goes, look! And
You know, you can see his arms.
Arms. Okay, so Becky's crying. She's literally crying behind the camera. And so, sorry everybody, if the camera's wobbling about, Becky's lost it for a moment. Honestly, David. So you do get both canvases and the foam, and the foam on its own is just phenomenal. So I think you're either getting those two and getting that for free, or you're buying
100%.
that and getting them for free. Either way, it's a brilliant deal.
It's a cracking deal. Cut it up into any size that you want. I'll show you how to use this later on. It's a fabulous substrate. We try and get it on all of our shows if we can do, because it's always a really popular one. And again, it gives you the opportunity to get hold of it and be fully aware that it exists to actually enhance the use of your products.
It is. It's a phenomenal product. And then obviously creating them with the actual black canvases, those metallics are going to sing on there, which is fabulous. So $12.99 for those. Now, when you're working with your stencils, of course, you can't not have our fabulous Cadence spray. Now, again, this is one of those things that it's a must-have in your toolkit for when you're using your stencils, whether you're using it with your foiling pen or anything else. The stencil spray is a must. Now, this one is Shop Spray, would you think?
Wow.
$9.99.
That's brilliant. Stencil spray, it's a fabulous, absolutely brilliant medium. We all use it.
We do.
Of course, whether it's going to be for your stencils or you're printing your rice papers and using it within the carrier sheet process, it's like an ultra fine hairspray. Okay, it's really, really fine. It's like a mist when it comes out, so it doesn't string or web on the stencil, which of course would spoil the overall look of your project. And of course, it gives you an instant tack. Now, the beauty of this is that the tack isn't transferable. So when you spray your stencil and put it down onto your canvas, your fabric, your glassware, your porcelain, or your cardstock surface, the stencil will be the only part that remains sticky. Of course, when you peel the stencil away, the cardstock is still free and smooth, whereas the stencil then is repositionable, so you don't have to constantly reapply the spray. There's multi-uses between, obviously, depending on the surface you've used. Cardstock, you probably get 5 to 10 uses out of it before you need to respray it again.
And I use it as an extra little thing. You know the funky foam, the children's thicker foam?
Yes, I do.
I cut out shapes, etc. using my foundation dies, spray it onto the back of this, put it on a block, and I use it as a stamp.
Oh, cool. I like that idea.
So then I can take all the pieces off, keep them, once I've cut them out, and then just put them back on my block and still stamp with them. So it's another way of using it because it's just brilliant product.
Yeah,
Absolutely
it's
fantastic.
back in stock as well. It did sell out a couple of weeks ago, but we now finally have it back in. So I know a lot of you have been waiting for it. Take the opportunity to get it.
So we'll all be scrambling now because we know it's available.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now another one, which again is, I think, is a staple to have in your kits when you're a crafter, especially when you do the mixed media kind of crafting. This is Shop Magic. You get all 5 pieces, bond and seal kit, and this is $14.99. And it takes you through a plethora of different usages, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Of course, this is a 5-piece set inside there, and it captures and covers all of the adhesive uses that you would ever want or need from Cadence. Inside there, you've got a fabric adhesive as well, which will glue your rice papers or napkins to fabric and be machine washable. You've got an antiques one as well, which gives you a slight yellowed age as well,
I like that.
which is wonderful. It adds that really sort of heirloom, authentic look. You've got a dishwasher safe one as well, which means your rice papers can be glued onto glass and porcelain, go through the dishwasher and not peel off.
Oh.
You also then have a matte and a gloss one, which is for all-round interiors such as glassware and soft and, of course, hard furnishings like furniture. And then, of course, it's permanent on the surface, giving you either a matte or a gloss finish.
So will that matte even cover, if I've painted it with the gloss and I want to change it, would it then go over the matte and change over the gloss and cover it and still
Well, that's
look
a good
matte?
point. I imagine you may get an ever so slight undertone reflection because you've got that would be almost like painting maybe a matte onto a glass.
Yes.
You'd still get an ever so slight reflectiveness, but it might be quite a nice result that. You could maybe sort of ever so slightly take down the intensity of the gloss, which would be nice to see.
Well, there you go, just have a play. But for that, $14.99 gets you all 5 pieces in that set.
That's amazing because for one bottle of adhesive from Cadence as well, usually retails ever so slightly larger quantity, anywhere between $6 to $8.99. You're getting 5 bottles there for that price.
Which is brilliant. Now, this one, again, I think the value for this, and I've said this before, I've used lots of different gessos, different brands of gesso, and I've never yet come across a gesso quite like what Cadence is. It is a duo pack. It isn't you've got to pick one or the other. You are getting both of them, the black and the white. It's shop gesso, would you know? And it's $11.99. I think at $11.99 we're actually giving it away, David. If
We
I'm
pretty
honest.
much are.
It's an incredible product. It is so thick that when you can actually use it through your stencils and it stays like it. I've got no end of gessos at home, and I have got them, that are like water.
Yes, this is the thing. It's a really, really heavily pigmented gesso, this one. The black is pitch black, one coat coverage, as is with the white as well. You'll find that when you're using through a stencil, it will create that elevation, lift, it will stay in its shape. With the white, you can pigmentate with any acrylics or matte paints. And of course, the black is a great all-round primer. I'll show you some uses for that as we go through our show.
It's just one of the best gessos
Oh,
ever.
by far, absolutely.
It's just phenomenal. Now, this is something that is super exciting, really. And when I saw this and I went, what? I'm sorry, am I reading that right? We are bringing you Shop Pad. It's a duo, so you're getting both of these. Let me just get this so I'm not looking over there. So this is our watercolour paper pad, A4, 230 GSM, black watercolour pad.
This is very special.
It is special.
You're going to get 2 pads inside here. Okay, so 2 pads, and you're going to get 15 sheets in each. You're getting 30 sheets in total of your black watercolour card, which is an exceptional price for black card, especially in the current times we're in. Now, this here for you has that ultra smooth surface with a slight texture as well, which watercolour card is known for. The other side is slightly different. It's smoother. I've chosen to put this, of course, on the show with the waxes because it's the perfect surface of cardstock to add your waxes to. So this here is the very same cardstock. It's smooth, which allows the wax to glide on the surface. It almost gels together. So if you want to water down your brand new waxes today, you can do watercolour painting on top of this, so you create your mica paints. But again, you can also mist onto it, but stencil and blend onto it. I'll show you some techniques using these with the waxes because there's plenty more to come, so do stay with us. But this is an incredible product to have.
That is super, super exciting. So that one is Shop Pad. You are getting 2 of them for $19.98.
Yes.
Now, another one of my favourite things of Cadence, they do crackle paste brilliantly, okay?
Yes.
And it really is. And look at this one. So that is what you're going to get. Look how deep that is. It's amazing. So Shop Crackle. And again, both of these $19.99. You're saving $16.99 for these.
Yeah, this one here for you, it's an incredible medium. I did this one this morning, okay? That took only half an hour to do.
Oh.
So it's an instant effect, which is brilliant. You get a crackle primer, which is a translucent base coat, which of course then will go onto metal, it will go onto any hard furnishings or cardstock or canvas. So you allow that to dry, it goes transparent. You can speed it with a hairdryer and it takes 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay.
You then paste on step 2, which is your actual paste itself, and that there is what gives you this fabulous effect. And when you add your heat gun or hairdryer, it then starts to crack.
Which is that?
The thicker you add it, the bigger the cracks. The thinner you add it, the smaller, more mosaicy the cracks can be. This is by far my favourite heavy-bodied crackle medium that we do, apart from the one singular step process for acrylics. This here is the one that you need for all of that. And then you can infill all of the crackles with your waxes as well. So we'll do a bit of that later.
Love that. Love that. So that one is Shop Crackle. Again, $19.99. You are saving $16.99 for that, which is just
You're getting 300
brilliant.
mils of crackle medium there.
Now, in good Blue Peter fashion, Here's one David did earlier.
Hello. How did that happen?
How did that happen? Look, again, look how amazing it is on these canvases. So remember, we've got the canvases on the show. Aren't they just amazing? So
Yes.
this is Shop Hollow.
Hello.
It is our transparent holographic effect paint, okay? 90ml. And this is £6.49.
Oh, that's an amazing price.
Brilliant price.
It is. Now, this is a hybrid product, again, so it will go into multi-medium surface. It's a clear, transparent binding agent inside here that's packed with loads of sheets of course, film. So, as you can see, it'll cast the light like this, which will give that ultra reflection. You've got tons of holographic film inside here, mixed in with that binder, so it dries transparent and leaves behind only the fabulous, wonderful, wonderful reflectiveness that you get here. It doesn't shed, it's permanent on the surface, so you can use it on glassware, you can use it on metalworks, the lot.
I was playing there because I could see it in the back of the camera, so it was like, oh, I like that. That's pretty. So again,
90 mils.
I know that's a lot. Absolutely brilliant. Fabulous, fabulous prices. And then, last but not least,
Yes.
my goodness me.
Okay.
Now, David had already said at the beginning of the show, when we went through this, that there's not very much of this particular one left. These are the brand new, we did the launch last weekend.
This one was last Monday, so
Monday.
literally only a week ago.
Oh yeah, I weren't here, was I?
No.
Missed it again.
You were off? You were off?
Anyway, so this one, again, brand new. You're getting all of them. Shop Highlight, 6 bottles of paint. Thank you for that. $29.95 for this.
Oh, this
but
stuff.
these are going to be incredible on all these. Oh, look.
So,
Okay.
this paint here for you, I'm going to be completely honest with you. What we have got on this show is the remaining stock that bounced back from customers' baskets, okay, last Monday. So we have a handful of them. There most certainly isn't enough for everybody. In fact, I don't even think there'd be enough for everybody in this room. Okay, there is not a lot of them.
And there's not many of us.
And this is the final remaining stock of this product. We won't be getting this back in until at least 10 to 12 weeks. You have got here a beautiful variety of the salmon, the faded pink, the pearl, the light blue, the gold, and of course as well that wonderful bright silver. This is a blend here of them all just mixed together. This is one of the demos from last Monday, so you can most certainly go back and watch that show for some inspiration, and there is education coming soon featuring these very paints. It's a beautiful, very, very opulent and very cost-effective paint from Cadence, and of course last week was the brand new launch. First time seeing them, and it may be the first time you've seen them as well today.
So, the new luxury and the new metallic will look beautiful over the top of this.
Oh, they would do. They would look fabulous. And again, they are waterproof as well. You can use those inside and outside. So your decorative planters, all of that sort of stuff, they will work perfectly for all of these. They're intermixable, fully water-based. They're packed with mica inside here. So if I just take the top of this one off, you can actually see on the inside of there, look at the beauty and the shimmer and shine of the reflectiveness in there. It is astounding. And do you know what? This topped all of my metallic paints. It's my favourite now. Yeah,
we came to that conclusion. Yeah, we were converted to this one, I'm afraid. It is just beautiful, beautiful paint. So that one is Shop Highlight. Okay, you get all 6 colours for $29.95. So, what we've all been waiting for, and I can't wait, is your demos. So, are we going over to demo corner?
No, we'll just... Yeah, go on then. Yeah.
Honestly,
shall we have a look?
Now is
I'll go get ready, shall I?
Me.
Mike Wazowski, yeah. I remember that. That was fab. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. Keep laughing. So, I'm all right. I can take this. Shall we say a quick hello to everybody?
Hey, everyone.
Hi. Angie. Hello. She says, I'm back. Lovely to see you again, Amanda. I've missed you. I'm missing you too, Angie. Bless you. So our lovely Stephanie's on. Karen, Julie, Fran, Diane, Sandra, Amanda, not me, different one, Amanda Colony, Wendy, Jonathan, just a minute. Oh gosh, there's so many. Jane, Julie, Lynn. Goodness me. Lorraine, Lynn, Michelle, Helen, Bridget. Okay, wow. We've got lots of love today. Cool. There's plenty of you watching.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
Is it nearly dinner time, or have we had 11s?
It's 25 to 12, which, oh my goodness, it's 25 to 12, 20 to 12. Where is the time going?
What was your 11s if you've had an 11s?
What would that mean?
Well, it's like your pre-dinner.
Oh, okay.
It's
like a starter.
You have like you have like an 11s. I'm right, aren't I, Becky? You haven't. It's 11s. It's like a bit of cake or something.
I'm a grazer, so I don't know. I just don't stop eating.
Well, you've got a tenses and a tens and halfses and
what's this?
tens and halfses.
Oh. Right. Would you be so kind to pass me some embossing, please?
What would you like?
Some embossing stencils. Could I have the cogs or the pipes or
anything, David?
Yeah, I'd love
anything,
to share with
my
you this
darling.
process before we do anything.
There you are. There's the cogs.
Thank you.
No, we're going to do pipes.
Oh, okay. We're going to do pipes.
Because we've got a sample with the cogs on, haven't we? I'll even open it for you, my love.
Wow, getting the special treatment today. Here we go. The grand opening. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you is I've taken some of the black watercolour card that, of course, we have for you today on the show. I've cut it directly in half, so I've got two A5s, which is then going to work perfectly with my embossing stencil. Now, what I always prefer to do and what I would suggest doing is that when you're using your embossing stencils is cut your cards to the size of the stencil. If you were to run this through, say, for example, if I'd actually just attached it to the top half here and ran this whole thing through the actual machine itself, when, of course, you're embossing, you're pleating and essentially embedding the card in between all of these notches. So if I left this here, I may get some pleats and some lines going through. So to avoid that happening, I just always cut it to size. Just a little tip there that probably everyone is already aware of. But it's one that if you don't and you're unsure about it, definitely do that.
The stencils David's are using, remember, we've got Shop Steam. It's in the Studio Industrial Steampunk stencils, $12.99, and you do get both of them. So you do get the cogs and the pipes and keys.
Okie dokie, so I've popped it in here. I'm going to take my magnetic shim out. I'm going to put it on my 3mm. I'm then going to put in my embossing mat, okay, and then I'm going to put in my 5mm plate, okay, and run it through our machine. That's the perfect combination for that one. If you're using your thinner, lighter weight ones, but you still want to do embossing with them, I tend to leave this in.
Yep.
And sometimes I even put my metal shim in as well on top of the rubber mat, and it just adds that extra element of tightness. But of course, you might not need it. Sometimes people use a sheet of cardstock as an extra shim. Do whatever works best for you, but it tends to always work absolutely fine, that one. So what I'm going to do now is take this out of here. And look at that already. You can see the detail and indentation and just how effective these are.
I never know which is my favourite side, whether I like the deboss or I like the actual embossed side.
I know, it's a tricky one, isn't it? But I prefer to, there's definitely gild on this side because the raised areas pick out the detail, whereas on this side it would probably just build up maybe inside the notches, but that would look really cool. So what I'm going to do is I've got some of that Cadence Cut and Use sponge. Now this sponge is fabulous, okay? You're going to get it with 2 canvases. So we've got a fabulous bundle on the show, and all you do is cut it to size. So I'm just going to cut down here. There we are. I'm using my nice heavy duty scissors for this, but you can use your smaller snips. So if you've got scissors like this sort of size, you could use those if you wanted to. So let's have a look. What? Just to show.
You just went, and these pair of scissors. How many other pairs of scissors have you got in your pockets?
Oh, I've got a pen.
We've got a pass.
That's my pass. Hey, I lost that again this morning on Saturday. It was in there. I should remember that. Anyway, so still managed to get in. It's fine.
I love him.
I'll just stand at the door and
pair of scissors.
Wait to be let in. So what I'm going to do now is show you these waxes. So let's go in. Okay, I'm going to share with you the inside of these pots. So this here is the Inca, which of course you can see how much I've been using. That was our previous launch of waxes, and you can see the beautiful pearlescent finish you get in there. But then with your Dora waxes, of course you get that fabulous flash of the mica. It is irresistibly opulent and decadent. It holds its shape, it's dimensional, it's creamy. Oh yeah, take all the lids off.
Oh,
So I'm going to get my palette knife. Look at that. It's just beauty. So you can see how creamy it is. I'm going to pick this up here on my palette knife. Look at that, okay? It doesn't drip, it doesn't move without, of course, being pushed into... Oh, do you want to use that one instead? Let's have a look at that one. Okay, I'm going to put that back in. These are water-based and fully intermixable as well, so we'll do a little bit of blending. In fact, I'm going to leave the lid off just because it's too beautiful to put back on.
Shiny,
So,
shiny,
our
shiny.
malahite here, look at that. Oh my word. Okay, so I'm going to put some of it here onto my cut and use sponge. There we are. So I've pasted it onto the sponge there, clean up the knife whilst doing so. And straight onto our cardstock. If you're wanting to make beautiful backgrounds, just start blending, okay? And look at that already. The intensity is incredible. So I'm going to push away from myself and I'm going to start to blend through. Now it shouldn't and won't leave any marks or brush strokes from whatever applicator it is you're using, but the cut and use sponge is perfect for this. It always gives the best results because it almost like airbrushes it, okay? So let's go in with a tiny bit more. I'm just going to use from the edge. There we go. And I'm putting this on as a full coat coverage. You could just pick out accents. If you wanted to dust it, you could just go around like this, okay? And just pick out areas. So with that one, now all I've done is picked out areas quite subtle, whereas this side here is full coat, which means then we could blend our colours together. So let's pick up a little bit of that white gold, which you can see there, and then bring this one into the mix. So we've got the contrast now of the two tones, but we'll blend them together. Okay.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
What?
Because I'm going like that because I can't see what you're doing.
Put it on the floor in a minute. So I'm going to blend in now our wonderful turquoise into the gold. Okay, I'm blending it through, mixing it with that fabulous white gold into the malahite. And now the colours are just gelling. They're almost harmonising with one another. You can see how they just dance together. Look at that.
That's incredible. Now, a little update for everybody. So the metallic is now in the lead.
Oh my goodness.
So metallic is 20%. The luxury is 17% of the stock. Oh, and this is a brand new launch. Never seen before, ever. Ever.
It is honestly irresistible. Now I'm going in here with the dark orchid. Okay, so really deep dark, very opulent and luxury shade. Of course, it's from our luxury bundle. I'm going to go in this corner. Okay, let's give it a go. Start to blend this one through onto here. Honestly, it's amazing, isn't it? It is just a dream to work with. And you'll get that same satisfaction every single time that you work with these. Look at that, how I'm blending it to actually create our very own oxidized. I'm bringing the orchid down here into this area. And as you start to buff it out, it like polishes the surface. Okay, so the more you continuously spiral and circulate it through all of those indentations, see how now I'm just picking up the surface layer and leaving the area behind with that wonderful oxidized look and feel.
Wow.
It completely changes the effect. Now look at that. It is glorious. It dries relatively quickly as well. You'll find that this piece of cardstock within the next minute or so will be dry. So as you're continuing to burnish like this, you're creating friction, which will dry the wax quicker. But you can, of course, spritz it. You can add loads of different techniques and effects into this itself. Okay, I'm going to grab another sponge here, which I've not really put anything on. Let's have a look. I'm going to grab my scissors and just cut this one down, make it a bit smaller. There we go.
Because you can.
Because you can. And I'm going to go in again to that malahite and I'm going to put it into the centre now to now bring back some of the intensity of the gold. And again, that's going to now sit on top of the orchid and that turquoise. And you make these tricolours in between every single process. Okay, let's bring back in our original sponge, blend all of that together. We've now got, of course, this in here.
So, everybody, neck and neck. We're neck and neck now, metallic and luxury. I think those of you that had already got one have thought, no, I'm having everything. So we're both back to neck and neck of these. Aren't they stunning? So for the metallic, shop metallic. That will get you the silver, the white gold and the diamond, $22.49. And remember, because it's a new launch, we're bringing you a really super price and a saving of £4.48. And also when you go on to check out on the website, you'll get your extra discounts. And then the other colours that we've got is Shop Luxury, Malahite, Dark Orchid and the Dark Turquoise. Again, $22.49 with that saving of £4.48.
Now what I'm doing here is I'm dipping from, of course, the luxury, which was our base coating. So I used, of course, that fabulous orchid. We used that turquoise. So I used my orchid, turquoise and malahite for my base coat, okay, so my sort of undertone layer. And then I'm going in now on top with all my lighter tones. So I've just picked out of here, again, some of that wonderful diamond, which is your wonderful antique pink. It's an absolutely glorious colour. And I started just working in from the edges again, okay? So I just went and dusted over ever so lightly. And what it does is it allows you just to pick out the accents. So the light just captures it in certain angles, giving you that really sort of reflective mirror effect, okay? And then let's go in now with, pick some of our wonderful white gold, put that in this corner, and again, just bring it over, just like that, and a little bit of silver as well, just on top. And usually I wouldn't use gold and silver within the same corner, but they work together to create a fabulous, almost like gunmetal, oxidized, tarnished finish. So you're getting a flash of all different colours, and I've chosen to share them with you really all in one project because you can create a complete variety of colour variation utilising them all in one or of course individually. So if you wanted to go with one colour per project, of course you can go with your fabulous tones because look how intense one on its own can be. But then do remember you can bring in your additional colours. So let's bring in that fabulous,
blue.
I'm going to go with the blue,
Yeah,
okay, let's get that one then. Yeah, let us know if you want some colour combinations.
Yes.
Let us know, but we'll do them.
Because we can do that.
Okay, so I'm going to start down here. I'm going to start to fade that out as we go up the sample. Okay, so I'm blending that onto this, fade that out. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is go back in, intensify it on these edges just here. So we're really going in now, and I'm putting down a little bit more pressure just with the cut and use sponge. So now we get that almost cobalt oxidized look. And then as I sort of drift up the project itself, just skim over any of those indentations and it will pick them out. And at first you might think, oh, nothing's actually happening. But when you shine it in different lights, you'll see how much of a difference it makes. So look there.
Beautiful.
How we've gone from that wonderful blue like that into that really brilliant gold. And what I find really fascinating, the way that Cadence does this, it's fabulous. With the micro and glitter they use, depending on the colour you're working with, so for example, your golds and your deep opulent shades will have your gold glitters in, your lighter sparkles will have your silver-based glitters in. When I say glitters, I mean metal flake. So of course they're always complementary of one another. So whether you want to dip in from your malachite to your dark orchid, they'll cross over and combine together. Of course, from your pink to your silver, they're going to cross over. But then really interestingly, you can go in with these and look how they tone together as well.
Stunning.
You can always mix and match with all of them. So of course, if you're going for both bundles, which I know a lot of you are, they're all going to actually family together. And this is the first set of 6 that we're sharing with you. In a few weeks to come, we said this last time, in a few weeks to come, and then they all sold out and we had to bring it forward. So, you know, this is what happens here. We're on a moving platform.
Yeah.
But of course, we can make those changes for you. But this here is one that you do not
Adore
want to miss.
this. Absolutely stunning colourway. Now, remember, Shop Metal gets you the silver, white, gold and the diamond.
It does.
Shop Luxury gets you the malachite, the dark orchid and the dark turquoise. I think the orchid and turquoise, I think that one, the Shop Luxury is one of my favourites.
Oh, it's
but
just
I'd have them
amazing.
all because
yeah.
of what you've done there. That is a piece that's been blended together using all 6 pieces. And it's just made an incredible background.
Yeah.
You can't buy cardstock that looks like that.
Oh no, it just doesn't exist. You have to make it, and you can make it easily.
And I love the fact that the next time you do that, it will be slightly different.
Yeah, that's
So
the beauty.
you're creating one piece of artwork every time it's going to change. Then, what are the other mediums and how can we use it?
Okay, so I'm just going to find here, I've got another piece of that black card. I put it into 2A5s, didn't I?
You
I
did.
don't know where I put it. If not, I can always trim another piece. I don't know what I've done with
It
that.
is there somewhere.
I know. What am I like? So let's do another one. Okay, so it'll turn up. I'll probably be stuck to my leg or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another piece of cardstock. So let's go. It's
there,
look.
look.
Ah, there we go. There it is. Oh, disaster averted. Right, okay, so if you were to go in, let's grab one of our paintbrushes and let's have a look at some of our wax and how it works with water. Okay, and just to share with everybody, these are brand new colours.
New launch.
This here isn't a repeat show. This here isn't us sharing with you the product that launched last week. This here is brand new colours for you. If you've got any of the waxes in your stash already, maybe you bought the finger waxes, these are all completely different.
Yep.
This here is the Monday Makeover exclusive launch of brand new Cadence waxes. So when you get these home, don't worry, you're not ordering a repeat. You're not going to duplicate on what you've already got. You will not have these.
No, these are like today hot off the back of the lorry, so to speak.
Yes.
First seen. So this is the first time that you are seeing these new 6 beautiful luxury colours.
Yeah, definitely. Now I'm going to go in with my paintbrush here, and I'm just going to paint some of it out. So I mean, look how beautifully it paints. It paints just incredibly. It's so intense.
It is like painting with metal.
Oh, it is. Now, if I spritz just with some water, you can, of course, take the intensity down and turn it into a shimmer paint. So what I'm going to do now is spritz with a bit more water in here, and look how the mica is mixing with the water. Okay, so now you're getting a fabulous pearlescent paint. So if you're thinking, well, how does this react if I was to paint with it directly? Let's get a brush, and I'm going to take a tiny bit of my wax just here and pop it into the corner of this cardstock. Okay, and I'm just going to take some water and bring some water onto my project and pick up with the brush with water in as it is. You can create your very own mica paint. Okay, look at that. I'm using a minute amount here, and look how it spreads. So we are now painting onto watercolour card. Think about using your graphite paper to create a stamp. You are now creating an opulent finish with these. It does, it's incredible. It's honestly like nothing I've ever worked with before. Cadence, I don't know how they do it, but I'm so glad that they do give us all of this. Now with this, it's not cured on my mat here, all of these areas. We can actually pick this up and start to work with that and use that there, again, as fabulous paint. So let's dip into a little bit of our malahite, and look at that. We're now creating shimmer sprays that add that wonderful midnight stargazing effect onto cardstock. I mean, look at the mica and the glitter and all the metal flakes coming to the surface on that. It's honestly so intense.
It fascinates me that even though you've added water, none of the metallic is lost anywhere on there. It's just incredible. Now, everybody, another stock update for you. I knew you'd all love these this morning as soon as I saw them all. 25%. Again, we are still neck and neck with all of this, which is amazing. Now, the cardstock David is painting on is, again, one of our new additions to our creative family. You are going to get both two A4 paper packs. It is 230 GSM, 1998. You have got 30 sheets of black watercolour cardstock. Now, when I saw it, I thought, can you actually, is that a thing? I didn't actually know that you could get a black watercolour cardstock. It's stunning.
It's the beauty of it. Now, of course, if you take a piece of pure print of cardstock, which of course you can try doing watercolour on, and I have done before, it's lovely. Of course, the more water and saturation you add to the paper, the pulp you build up, it creates that ruffled surface where you get little rolls of paper, little molecules and fibres everywhere. This here for you would be the same if you were to go directly onto black card. This has been designed for none of whatever is making the cardstock black to mix with your paint. So no matter how many spritzes or paint strokes you add onto this, it doesn't all pulp together.
Doesn't pill.
That's the one.
Doesn't pill.
Doesn't pill. And of course it doesn't roll up into all those little bits and bobs. This here gives you a fabulous, so if you've got your scrim watercolours as well, brilliant to go onto here. But then working on directly with your waxes as a watercolour paint is just incredible. So get maybe like a white ink pad, or of course you get some, do you know what? If I had a sticky ink and a stamp with some white embossing powder, you can create fabulous. We'll do that as one of the videos for you. It is tremendous.
I've got that at my desk. Do you want me to go and get it?
Yeah.
Bear with me, everybody.
Okay, so I'm going to do some painting while you go and grab that.
We're going to do an impromptu demo. Let me see if I can go and find it.
I've got in my grey bag, I've got a clear sticky ink as well. It's a wow one, yeah.
Where am I looking?
On the little bench that divides the two of us. In my grey nappy caddy.
Right, and they are.
Yeah, okay.
Won't be a moment.
What I'm going to do for you now, whilst Amanda's on her journey, as well, if you haven't done already, and maybe you're just joining us, lovely Sam is now on cameras. Hi, Sam. How you doing? You all right, love?
I'm all right, you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you. We're having a cracking show. So, Sam's going to be taking us through on cameras for the next hour. Just to quickly recap with you as well, for those of you who are just joined, maybe you're on your lunch at work, Shopping with us here at Live Shopping is really quick, easy and simple. All you need to do is type in the codes that we share with you into the comments of your live stream video. So of course we are broadcasting live on YouTube, but we're also on our website, Instagram and Facebook, which means that you can sit back, relax, watch us on YouTube while shopping ahead on your phone or your tablet or your computer, of course on those other social platforms, which is brilliant. It makes it easy for everyone. You don't have to miss a thing. You can join in the fun and of course stay with us for all of the demonstrations and everything that you have to look forward to here at Live Shopping. Do bear in mind as well that with everything you do add into your basket, being a Highlight Crafts Club member does entitle you to additional benefits and discounts, so take advantage of that feature of being a Highlight Crafts Club member. And when you do go to check out, just make sure to log into your account because that will then of course get you with all of those benefits. So today is the brand new launch of fabulous Cadence waxes. Okay, these are our Dora waxes, never been seen before. So for those of you that are just joining us, you can shop metallic to get your silver, your diamond, and of course inside there your white gold. 3 brand new opulent shades for you. Shop metallic for just £22.49. Incredible, irresistible introductory offer there for you as well. You can see them onto black card. You get a wonderful reflective finish. It is incredibly opulent and irresistible. But you know what? I was really surprised at the cost of these. It is amazing value for money, and you're getting them all within these tubs here, which goes a very long way. You can also shop luxury as well, which is going to get you your fabulous dark orchid, your turquoise, and your malachite. So 3 very deep, moody colours that you've got inside there that are also very complementary of one another. But again, for that one, it is shop luxury, and that is just £22.49 also. You're saving £4.48 on there, so you're getting one of them for almost half price inside that bundle, which is incredible value for money. So if you haven't done already, Shop Luxury and Shop Metallic will land you today with brand new Cadence products that we haven't stocked here before. You may be watching us thinking, oh, I've got the waxes. You may have got the finger waxes, which of course were in our initial release colours. These are all brand new colours, brand new shades, brand new wax. We have never had the Doras in stock before. Maybe you got hold of the Dora metallic paints. Now you can get the waxes to complete your collection to go with it. Okay, so I'm going to share with you a quick blending project here. Amanda brought me some goodies in as well. Oh, what have we got? What have we got? Oh my goodness, the whole lot.
I didn't know if you got your
yeah, it's fine. I've got one of them. Right, okay, whilst you get those bits and bobs, I'm going to do a little bit of blending on here, okay? All right then, so I'm going to go in with a Cadence Cut a New sponge, and I'm just going to cut this one down a little bit, okay, just to make it slightly smaller. Now I've gone on here to one of my resin projects. This here is literally just, there you go, fabulous. Thank you, Amanda. This here is one of our resin projects. I painted it with my black hybrid acrylic, my black gesso. And what I'm going to do is go straight on with now some of our wax. I'm going to pick up some of that malachite, okay? I'm going to put it onto my mat to work from it as a palette and pick it up periodically as we go through. So with a sponge, it allows you to go into all the detail and the texture. So let's pick it up from the surface and start to just blend out all over here, okay? Look how the undertone of that gesso allows the movement and intensity of the paint to come to the surface. It is incredible. Now you don't have to be a master gilder, you don't have to have expertise in how to use paints and mediums. This is in its simplest form, getting perfection and excellence from the Cadence mediums that they offer to you. Look how quick it was to cover this entire plate here with those metallics. It is incredible. It's so achievable and so easy, but we can start to then bring in other colours. This here will start to dry on the surface, but let's go in with a little bit of our dark orchid there, okay? Amanda's just trying to have a little look. I'm going to pick up some of that dark orchid.
Watch over there.
And then, look at that. So now we're mixing the dark orchid with the gold, okay? Bringing it in, going all the way around the edges. So we're leaving the gold towards the centre. But look at that. You can see how now it's created this almost like a chocolatey purple undertone. So the gold and the malachite are mixing together. There we go. And then do you know what? Let's even throw in some turquoise and have a play.
Yeah.
So pick up some turquoise.
Let's do that.
Put that on my mat here. Okay. And then now the purple, the blue and the gold are all going to mix together. So let's go around the edges with this. I'm going to get you some ladders.
I need my steps, don't I?
You do.
I need my steps. David, these are amazing.
Look at how all the tones are now blending together, okay? We're mixing all of these tones to create a harmonising trio for one project. It's incredible.
I do have a little stock update for you all. The metallics are in the lead.
Oh, really?
So, Shop Metallic now 30% is in baskets, and Shop Luxury is 25% in baskets, which is brilliant. Thank you, everybody. Welcome for joining us. Now, remember, we are here for 2 hours, so I'm sure David's got loads more to actually share
There's plenty.
with us.
We've got crackles and all sorts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we are a bit super excited about all of this. So remember, check out your baskets. Now, the luxury is going to be your malachite, your dark orchid, and your dark turquoise. Okay, so these three at the back. Okay, those are your luxury. Yes. And then I'm going to take the lid off of that one so you can all just see. Now, David has a little drink. And then your Shop Metallic are the three at the front. So this is my favourite. So you've got your silver, which is in the middle. You've got your diamond, which is this, like, it's got a lovely pink hue
definitely.
to it, hasn't it? And then you have got your white gold. Now, all of those, you can see that the tonal, they work beautifully together. Whether you go for your turquoise and your gold, your turquoise and your silver, your turquoise and your diamond, they all work amazing together.
Sorry, I got cramp in my toe then.
David just fell to his knees at the side of me. I wondered
Do
what
your
was
toes go
happening.
like that? Do you know what? I used to have, believe it or not, skiing lessons. And I know, right? And I think my mum accepted the fact that I was into no sport, and she thought it'd be fun. So I used to go to the Sheffield Ski Village for ski lessons, and I had to stop because every single time I went down the slopes, my toes went, and I got cramp and I fell to the floor. I'd just be like a blob of jelly going all the way down to the bottom. Everyone would be like, Mum would be like, oh, he's not really into this.
Yeah, let's not do this again.
I was like,
clearly
no,
this
I would
isn't
go home and
working.
paint or something.
So, Shop Metallic 30%, Shop Luxury is 25% already in allocation. Now, I know David is going to bring in a few other things now. This is one of our favourites. If you do like your cadence and you love your mediums, this is one of them that it's like really satisfying, isn't it? To when this happens, you watch it is crackle.
It is.
It is the crackle. So this is Shop Crackle. Okay. Again, it's a 2-part crackle on this. As you can see, David has already laid one of the layers down. So this is your first coat.
Absolutely it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you the application of this coat. Now this here is sticky, okay? That's sticky at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's completely transparent. This here is your crackle medium. We do have this on the show for you. So you're going to get 2 150ml tubs. Now the first one that you're going to use in the process is your crackle primer, okay? And I've left the lid partially on there because I just don't need the whole thing to be open. I can just use that there. And I like to have the bit of film because it allows me to scrape off any excess with my brush.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, just thought, you know.
Another top tip.
If whatever, it helps. So what I'm going to do, I've got a bit of tissue in here somewhere, there we go. Just going to dry off my brush. Now, whenever you're using crackle mediums, okay, it's always good to dry your brush or your applicators off. You can use your sponge for this. I'm just using a brush because I find it a little bit easier to lay and dispense the product. Now, whenever you use a brush that's got moisture in it, you're adding additional moisture to, of course, the composition of that product. So you want to make it as bone dry as you possibly can do. So what we do is we go straight in with our crackle primer. Now again, this is a priming agent. It will go onto plastic, acrylic, canvas, glassware, you name it, all rigid surfaces. It's perfect for.
Wow.
Okay? So as you're applying it, you want to lay your brush flat, and you can see exactly where you've already placed it. It almost goes like a faint blue. Okay, it's translucent, but you can see where you've placed it. Now you want to add a nice, even, generous layer like this, okay, all the way over. And I'm actually placing it in the same direction. I'm going from left to right or right to left, well, side to side, horizontal, if you like. Okay, so we're going across the page because then step 2, we're going to put on in a slightly different direction.
Okay.
Okay, so you create a cross-hatching effect with your mediums. So it doesn't matter that you can see the brush strokes, it will dry completely transparent. So we're going the entire way across now with our brush. There we go. So I'm just going up to this edge. Of course, this here is essentially a sample board to share with you what happens. But visualize this on anything. In fact, we do actually have this gentleman just in the back here. I painted him with him.
Lovely. Oh, I thought it was going to be heavier than that.
Oh, no, I think it's only black plastic.
It is. See, I thought that was plaster. I actually got hold of it and thought, oh, that's going to be heavy. It really isn't. It's plastic. Look at that.
Oh no, so that's the medium all over a textured surface as well. So it doesn't just have to be flat. It can be round, beveled, whatever, you name it.
So what have you put on before as the black base?
Painted in black, so I used my black gesso
Yes.
all over it.
Yep.
In this case, we've got our black gessoed canvases.
Yep.
And then I went all around with the primer, which we've just done here. Let it dry, and then went all round with, of course, our crackle medium, which is step 2. And then I rubbed a little bit of my gesso into it on one of my wipes, just to add a little bit of graining and texture onto it.
That looks like it's come out of some kind of stately home, as if it's been passed in the ground,
Yeah,
and they've dug it. It's like an antique, isn't it? That is the effect that you can get at home using these incredible Cadence products. That is just spectacular.
Now, what you want to do, once you've applied your step 1, and this is incredible, we've got a massive saving on this product for you, and it is the last of the stock of this Cadence medium. You can dry it with your heat gun, and this will take around 5 minutes with the heat gun to dry, and it'll go translucent. So I'll do a little bit of drying, just towards the edge, so you can see how quickly it does dry up.
So for everybody, shop Crackle. This is your primer and your paste, okay? It's $19.99 today, and because obviously we can bring you the deals like we do on our shopping, you're saving $16.99.
Wow.
Remember, for all of you that are Highlight members, you actually get additional savings by becoming a member, and all of you that are a member, you will already know this, but please remember to log in before you check out, because you've got additional 10% off of all these products once they're in your basket and you log in. So it's really easy. Can I just, I was shouting, sorry.
You're all right, you're fine.
It's like when somebody's...
It was so loud.
Yeah, it was.
The heat gun's out loud, so I do apologise.
No, it's okay. So when you're actually shopping with us, remember you type in the shop code and the code that we give you. So shop, and for this one, it is Crackle, and that will pop it into your basket.
Absolutely.
Because we've got new people with us every hour now. Every hour we see new faces coming in. So thank you for coming along and joining us. And of course, this is our Monday makeover.
It is.
And you've got myself and David for 2 hours. We did actually have, I missed out because I ran out and got the extra pieces. We did have a changeover. We've now got our lovely Sam.
I said to them, I went, oh, we've got Sam now.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have to behave now because we can't open anything or use out, can we? Because Sam tells us off. Oh.
I've already got it all.
Oh, right, accept
Got
then.
it all. I've already shopped this morning.
What? So, no.
I shopped even before you.
We can open everything, Sam.
In fact, no, Stephanie got in there first.
Yes, she did. If you didn't see that at the very beginning, that was really funny. Stephanie came running in and said, oh, you've got new waxes, and that was it. She's gone on the purchasing.
I know. Right, so you can see here, I've just applied my heat gun over here, and already this area I was focusing on has gone transparent, okay? You can see where it's not dried yet, we've got that sort of slight haze to the product. Now, at room temperature, that'll take about 20 to 25 minutes to dry completely. You can add another layer, it's not necessary. Some people do, depending if your surface is ever so slightly porous, okay? So maybe you're going on to something like your resin cast. Of course, with that, it may soak in ever so slightly, so you might want to give a second coat. So resin cast, give 2 coats of it, okay? Now, with this, it's ready.
Sorry, is that just because it's that little bit more porous?
Yes, it takes the moisture content out of the product
Right,
before
okay.
it's had time to do what it wants to do.
Right,
So
okay.
your first layer would act as a sealer, and then of course you can put your second layer on, but for anything
Lovely.
else, just 1 coat.
I think we've got a question coming in.
Oh, right, do-do-do-do-do-do.
I do, yeah, it's our lovely, but I think it's Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie, for sending in your question. Bless you. Lovely to hear from you all. And again, we like the fact that you are very interactive with us and you join in. So, does the crackle glaze from other crackles work with the paste, David?
That's a great question. This one is an independent product, okay? So it's designed that the crackle primer goes specifically with this crackle paste. If you've got other crackle mediums in your stash, like the Mosaics or the Crocodile, they will have their very own step 1 processes to go with them, okay? So it's the one that you directly only need to use with this paste.
But you do get both of them, Stephanie,
yeah.
so don't think you only get the primer. You do get both elements to work together, okay, sweetheart? So, yeah, you haven't got to worry that you've got to match it up with something else. No. You do get both steps to actually create the crackle effect.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do now is go on with the paste. Now you can see with the paste, it's much thicker, okay? If I pick some up here, it's like soft cheese, okay? As we get towards the end of the show, we start describing things as food.
Because we're hungry.
Yeah. So look at that, okay? Really thick, heavy-bodied paste on here. Now what I'm going to do is go down, because originally we went this way with our step 1.
Okay.
So I'm going to spread it down. I'm going to spread this one in some thin and thicker layers. So you can see I've let it go thinner, and look how pigmented it is. Look how strong this actually is, okay?
Can we colour this then, David?
So what you can do, I would suggest colouring it afterwards. Right. So painting it and wiping back any areas where the crackles are.
Right.
I wouldn't necessarily recommend colouring it instantly because you may stop it splitting.
Right, okay. Yeah.
It needs to stay in this consistency, all right? So all the way over the top, and I'm spreading this nice and evenly down here. If you've buttered bread, you can use this product.
Yeah, you can see David likes his bread with his butter.
Oh yeah, I had toast with butter on this morning. It were amazing. So what I'm doing now is spreading that evenly. You can go back over, don't worry about that. You're not going to disturb anything. So some areas I'm going to do a bit thinner. Any excess can go back inside the pot. Okay, so now we're just skimming the surface. I'm going to leave some areas like this though, okay, slightly thinner, because they will go more finer cracks. Okay, so I want to show you the variation and take a little bit excess off there, because you just don't need it too thick, and also you're going to get more out of your product. So you can see how little it actually uses. There we go, so I popped all that back inside the pot, and let's put our lid back on here. Keep it nice and airtight. Always keep all of your palette knives nice and dry, because when this sets, it's like concrete.
Yeah, when it's on there, it's kind of...
So let's bring in our heat. You could leave this now for about 20 to 40 minutes at room temperature to do its thing. After an hour, you may still find it will crackle ever so slightly.
Lovely.
But you can speed it up with a hairdryer or a heat gun. Now, I'm using a heat gun for this one. Circulate and continue to move the heat, because if you focus it too strong in one area, it'll dry it before it's cracked. So I've got 2 heat settings. I've put it on number 1, and I'm just going to continue to move this around. As soon as you start to see it crackle, you can chase the crackle, okay? And as it happens, you can start to move. Look at that. We're already seeing the effect starting to take shape. Here we go. So moving it around. Now visualize this on cardstock, onto glassware, onto anything that you want to create within your home, whether it's plaster, ceramics, a lot. So as you can see, where we've got the thinner areas, it's crackling first. Look at that.
This is exciting. Isn't this exciting? And how easy was that to do? So it does come as a 2-part crackle. All you need to do, I mean, over here you can see that it's practically dry.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you can actually dry it as well, because there are some crackles that you cannot heat set.
Absolutely, there's a lot, so it spoils it if you add heat.
Yeah, so on some of them you can't heat set, whereas Cadence formula on this one means that you are then crafting, and you can get it crafting, you can work with it straight away. So you can heat set your base one, your step 1, and then go in and heat set. And I think to heat set it, that's the fun.
Yeah.
When you use embossing powder, you want to watch it change colour, don't you, and melt.
Absolutely.
Whereas this is brilliant. Look at this.
It's so fun. It is so good. And I'm just going to move it around here to start doing this bit now.
Good morning, Marie. Thank you, darling, for your question. Do the black canvases need priming before painting? Absolutely not. They're already primed and ready to go.
They are indeed. So yeah, you don't just do anything to them. You just go straight on with whatever mediums you want to work with. They've already primed with gesso.
They are. So the black canvases, as a reminder for you, is shot black. And it's our Arteza canvas. You get 2 of the stretched canvases, and really as a Billy bonus as anything, you also get the A4 Cadence foam as well. So that's $12.99 for 2 canvases and your Cadence foam. So you could actually do your crackle and put it on with your foam as well,
yeah, of course
you?
You can use your foam to apply it, absolutely. I used a palette knife just to show you how thick it can spread. So I'm going to turn that off now. So this will still continue to crack and move. So what we have here is almost a film, and you can touch it. It's touch dry. You know, you can go over and start to touch it and you can see. Now, in the areas here at the top where we started to spread it, of course, we put a much thicker coat, okay? So the actual areas between the cracks are larger. It's almost like that desert ground.
Yeah.
And in the much thinner areas, you can see there how fine the cracks were. So this creates a fabulous, almost like cracked plaster effect. It is a brilliant, brilliant medium.
All that porcelain cracking that you can see sometimes in your really old plates and things like that.
Have a look at this one. So,
this is beautiful.
Of course, now this one here is set a bit more. We've got proper indentations. You can feel with your fingernail in between the cracks. It's proper built up there. So let's get a cut and use sponge. Okay, and I'm going to have a wipe on standby as well. Okay, so we've got a wipe here. Okay, just use one of your damp wipes. Don't have it too wet. Probably take a little bit of moisture out of there. Okay, so it's not going to like saturate your project. So just take a bit out. It just wants to be mildly damp. And then we've got here one of our cut and use sponges. Now let's pick up a little bit of wax. Let's use, which one should we go for? Should we go with, let's go with the gold. Okay, so I'm going to put this on our sponge. And then actually, in fact, you can use your finger as well. Is go straight in. I'll show you with my finger actually. Straight in to the crackles, like this. And I'm really burnishing that down now with my finger, circulating that round, infilling all of these crackle lines. Okay, so we're going into...
How cool is this?
What it does is it allows you to capture all of it. So then when we're going with the wipe, we just go over the surface, that little bit of moisture, that little buff, just takes it off the larger areas and leaves behind...
That's amazing. Oh,
gilding.
Okay.
It is fabulous. I'm going to keep going with this.
How amazing is that? That is stunning. Can you use the purple as well, please, David?
Absolutely, of course.
So, thank you, Fran. I love how interactive it is here, that you can all join in with us. It's amazing. So, we've got Fran. Can the waxes be used on fabric and wood?
Absolutely, they can be used on fabric and wood. Fran, if you're going to use them on fabric though, just ensure that it is not machine washable, okay? It's most definitely decorative and you can wipe it, but it's not machine washable on there, okay? So I've mixed my orchid. That was a great question though as well.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, any questions, please? You know, this is what the mixed media hours are all about. The madness that it is with all of these products, that we want to share the techniques, hints and tips. Don't ever be thinking, oh, you know, that's a silly... No question. If you don't know the answer, it is not a silly question. And we're here to actually help you get the most out of your products. So obviously you want to buy them, but also we need you to get them out the cupboard and actually use them.
Absolutely, indeed. Fabulous mediums there from Cadence. And of course you can see with Crackle, with your waxes, how intermixable this entire process is.
Love.
If you want to, I can do a bit of clearing up and I can get ready to do some more demoing.
So we have another, thank you everybody for joining in. We love this. Our lovely Joanne, another question, David. How would you apply Crackle to an uneven surface?
Okay, so for example, this one here, an incredibly uneven surface, like the statue that we've got. I applied it with my brush. So I applied step one with my brush like we did last time. So you went in with my brush with the primer all the way around, let it dry. And then I went in with the paste and used a brush to do the paste as well. So just literally brushed it on there and let it do its thing. That was it.
Amazing.
Easy as that.
So you can't get any more of an uneven surface than that, I think.
Absolutely.
And it looks incredible. So can I just do a little bit of a recap on some of the products that we've got? Are you okay while you have a clean up?
A lot of people may have just joined us.
Yes, you might have just joined us. So welcome and thank you for joining us for our lovely launch of our brand new 6 fabulous Cadence waxes. Shop Luxury will get you the malachite, the dark orchid and the dark turquoise, which are these 3, and then Shop Metallic will get you the bottom 3. So that is your silver, your white gold and your diamond, which are phenomenal colours. Then let's have a little wander down the counter because we've got a lot on here for you to have a little look at. So obviously we've got the waxes, which are incredible. When you're working with the waxes, we then want canvases and things like that, or mediums to actually apply it to. This is just a huge bargain for you. Shop Arteza, Arteza, assorted stretch canvases. You're getting 10 pieces in here, okay? So 2 5 by 7, 2 8 by 10, 2 11 by 14, 2 12 by 16 and 2 16 by 20. Huge canvases that you get in here, and that's £17.99. Again, you will get your 10%, okay, when it comes off. Okay, so that is your canvas. Then we're going to move on to this one. So again, another medium, another place to actually work onto. So shop panel, these are your creative canvas panels. These are A4, but there is a pack of 6 in here. So these are your boards, okay? So, and again, all of the canvases that you see on the show, including the black ones, are pre-primed, ready just for you to start crafting onto straight away. So all A4 6-pack, £12.99. Then we've got some of our favourites. These are our embossing stencils. So this one is Shop Steam, and this will get you both of these stencils, okay? So again, we've just some of the things that we've got for you today is incredible. So Shop Steam, £12.99. You have a saving of £8.99 on those. Then we've got Shop Love in the studio. Love to Love stencils. Now you're getting 4 stencils here. So these are £9.99, okay? Then we've got our, again, embossing folders or embossing stencils. Shop Summer in the studio. These are our summer celebration embossing stencils, £7.50 for those. They're incredible. And remember, just because they're embossing stencils doesn't mean that you can't use it for anything else. You can still use all your mediums and all of your techniques when you're working with these. Then we've got some really super cute some of our creative frames. Now, you're getting a duo, you're actually getting 2 of these. So Shop Frame gets you both of these, and I love that you've actually got little slots that you can slide in your photos, and there's 20% of that has already gone. £8.99. That's a super buy if you're wanting those. Then we're going to go on to Shop Black, which gets you the 2 canvases that you've seen David working onto with the crackle, together with your cut and use foam, which is brilliant. So that is a whole duo. Everything you're getting there, £12.99. Super, that's an incredible bargain. Of course, when you're using your stencils, you're going to need your Shop Spray. So it's our amazing stencil spray from Cadence. It's, you know, we all have this. £9.99. It's one of those things that I have to have. I have one that I'm using and one that's spare, and as soon as I've finished it and I'm using my spare, I have to have another one in reserve. Or maybe you want them in different bags. If you've got them and you've got them in your bag that you go to craft club with or whatever, it's brilliant spray. We've got our 5-piece Shop Magic. This is our Bond and Seal set, and that's £14.99. David will just talk through that again later on. Shop Gesso. This, I can't tell you the bargain that you get in here for this gesso. The gesso from Cadence is just super thick. It's like using a medium. You can use it through your stencils. It is that good. And then it's also just one coat. So there's no painting something twice or whatever to prime with. It's incredible coverage. So you're getting both pots of this. You get your white and your black for £11.99. Then you've got that incredible watercolour cardstock, which again is amazing. You're getting both of these. You're getting 30 sheets. Shop Pad for this one, £19.98, A4, and it's a 230 GSM cardstock, so it's a really good weight cardstock. Then you've got the Shop Crackle that David was just using, which was super fun. Love, love, love this. So again, 2-part crackle, Shop Crackle, £19.99. You're saving £16.19 on that one. And then one that we've not yet come to, but I'm sure that we're going to do a little bit of a demo, is Shop Hollow. So that's your holographic, and it's a paint. It is stunning. Where's your little board, David, so I can just show the,
which one is you after,
the holographic?
Oh, okay, let me have a look. Get me
I just
board
want
out.
to show. Oh, look at this. Just look at this.
We'll have a look at that.
Is your holographic paint. Look, how amazing is that? It's just beautiful. And again, David's going to talk us through some of these projects because, again, that will go on to multi-surfaces, which, again, it just cross-pollinates so many of your different projects that you want to work with. Maybe it's home decor or card making. It's going to make something look beautiful. Now, the last one that I just want to quickly touch on are the paints here at the front. Now, this is Shop Highlight. They are 6 paints. These are the brand new launch that we've never seen before, paints that were done on Monday, $29.95. Again, stunning colours. You can see here the frame that David's done, and then our lovely Mr. Angelo that's in the corner. Hello, Mr. Angelo. Look at the shimmer on those paints. Aren't they amazing? We love this. So on this one, this is going to be fastest fingers first because we literally only had the bounce back stock from the launch. We are down to just 8 sets. So if you've missed out on this one and you didn't see it before, this is the colour palette that you're going to be getting for this one. So Shop Highlight, 6 paints, $29.95. Now, are you ready for us, David?
Oh, go on then.
Come on then, let's go down this way because I know you've got some super demos for us.
I might have something on my sleeve.
Hello to everybody that's joining us. Thank you very much for joining. How long have we got left, guys?
About half an hour, 25 minutes.
Oh, loads of time. At least 20 demos in that time.
Oh my God, why are you taking over?
No.
Right, so what I've done, I'm just going to quickly heat this. I was going to do it, but I thought everyone will hear it, so I couldn't do it privately. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to quickly set this embossing powder, so you can all see as well me using some of those fabulous waxes on here. So I'm just going to emboss all of this, just letting my heat gun come to temperature. There we go. So what I've done is I've stamped an image. I'll tell you afterwards actually, because it's probably like you're trying to hear whilst you're sat in a washing machine.
Or like you're having your hair set and you put that heat thing over the top of your head, the big dome.
If you're going on holiday.
Yeah, and then they try and have a whole conversation with you and you just sit there smiling because you can't hear the thing.
We've gone up £300. Yeah. Brilliant.
So David is embossing onto that black watercolour cardstock. Isn't it amazing? Again, super deal for everybody. You're getting 2 A4 pads. Oh, whisper now. So you're getting 2 A4 pads, those 30 sheets, and it's a 230 GSM. Am I right?
It's a fabulous weight as well.
It is 230 GSM. Look at me with the memory that I don't have.
Your revision.
And then 1998 for this. Oh, I'm excited about this.
Right, okay, so I've actually stamped out the leaf here. I've got a selection of brushes. I've also got some water as well, so I'll bring some water out. Now, of course, you can go into any one of these shades and again turn them into your fabulous Mica watercolour paints. We're going on to watercolour cards, so it's the exact surface this is designed for. You can see how it dissolves. It moves and shimmers in so many different lights and ways. But look how you can go directly in and then start to do fabulous painting effects, okay?
Oh.
So now we are infilling with this wonderful paint and playing with the colour combinations. So I'm going to go over here.
You literally lose none of the shimmer at all, do you?
I'm going to do it as like a base coat really with the gold, and then I'm actually going to go in neat with the wax. Okay, so I've just got wax now onto the tip of my paintbrush. I'm going to go with that directly towards the bottom of this leaf. Pick up a bit more water and just start to actually brush over the whole thing, because you can of course be really cautious and careful, but I'm going to go over the whole of our leaf, pick up a little bit more malahite. Again, it's a water-based wax, so it instantly breaks down with water mixed into it. Here we go, so all the way around onto here. And what we're essentially doing is breaking down the composition of the wax, but allowing it to be far more fluid. So you can see already, look at how that shimmer and sparkle is coming through. So let's introduce some more colours.
Yes.
Let's go in with our dark orchid, okay, and a little bit of our turquoise, mix the two of those together.
Okay.
And then go in with this, okay,
Oh,
and pick up a little bit
nice.
more. There we go, and start to add these in. They are beautiful. Of course, the embossing will resist where we put our Amanda's teetering.
I'm having a step.
You're having a step. We're
Yeah.
going to have some steps fitted for yourself.
Yeah, I'm having a step because I have to keep, look, every time. I mean, it's not like I've got little shoes on today either because I've already added 2 inches to my height with the shoes I'm wearing.
Oh my
so
goodness.
this isn't funny, is
and I've
it,
got
really?
my heels on as well.
Oh.
So I'm only making it worse for you, aren't I? So now what I'm doing is I'm picking up some more water and then we're going to allow it to spread and shimmer.
Wow.
I've added some blue into here just so we can create that fabulous oxidized look into this. Again, pick up some of that malachite, my favourite colour. If you haven't done already, the luxury bundle is my absolute favourite. Well, they're all my favourite. It's hard to have favourites, but this malachite is now my go-to.
It is stunning. I love it. It's a fabulous, almost like a green gold. And again, I can't believe that even adding water to it takes none of the actual glitter away, the sparkle.
You can see the shimmer. So as soon as I literally pick up some water, okay, onto here and go straight onto the surface.
How it fizzes.
You get that wonderful spray, of course, with this every time. It's just a dream to paint with. It makes painting fun, enjoyable, effortless, and of course all around exciting every single time that you work with it. You can just pick up with water. I'm just using my water pot. It's muddy water, which is fine.
Can you splash with it?
Can you do what with it?
Oh, yeah.
Of course you can. Get this, all the techniques.
Look
so you
at
can create
that.
your very own shimmer splatters as well. Look at
Yay!
So then you've got a wonderful multimedia medium that you can use for watercolouring, for blending, for full coat coverage, for misting, for speckling, for shimmer painting, for watercolour misting. It doesn't really ever end.
Question. Put my hand up.
Right.
Question.
Have.
Did you see that? My hand is all the way up here and David just went like that. So it's like I'm stretching to the sky. I have a question.
Yes.
If I was to mix this into a spritzer bottle like that,
Yes.
can I do it?
Absolutely, you can do. What I would suggest doing is using warm water, but let's have a go.
So what can I also use our Cadence mediums, you know, the blenders and
You can
things
use
like
extender
that?
for
Extender,
it.
that's the word.
I would use extender for acrylic, but for your gilding waxes, water should be absolutely fine. So I'm going to go in. Let's have a look. And again, I would use warm water for this. I always suggest, and if you ever leave your waxes, say if you left that overnight with your lid off and you came to the next day and thought, oh my goodness, I've left my lid off, my wax surface has dried out, put a teeny tiny drop of warm, not boiling, but warm water inside there and mix it with a cocktail stick and it'll reopen it, okay? You just want to make sure to always keep the lids covered after you've been playing with them, but yes, you can reopen it and reactivate it. Okay, oh, I had a bit on there, never mind.
So this is malachite that you're using. This is in the shop Luxury.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the things that I just adore about the Cadence mediums is the versatility. Look at that straight away. How long did that take you to mix that?
So we've now got shimmer spray. So let's get some of our watercolour card.
Yes, please.
And what I'm going to do first is pump through the nozzle because that's got water.
Stencil, David.
Yeah,
stencil.
get stencil. Do you want to get balloons?
Yeah, let's have balloons. Balloons.
Oh, I need to get my other spray bottle. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So, some balloons. We're going to go in with a little bit of stencil spray, of course, because that's going to give us a really nice, even adhesion. So I'm just going to spritz that onto the back of our stencil. Okay. Give it a quick waft first. Okay, that dries off your stencil spray. It makes it tacky. So your hands stay nice and smooth, but the stencil is nice and tacky.
So that is known as the weight waft.
The weight waft. Or the cadence clearance. You have to wait for a little bit of clearance time. And then I'm going to go in with this shimmer spray. Now what I've done is I've already pumped through. I mean, look at that. It's like liquid gold inside there that we're working with.
Oh, wow.
It's opulent. It's unbelievable. It's incredible. Now this will create a mica mist. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start to work onto the surface of this. Okay, going all the way around like that. And then what we're going to do is blast it with a heat gun.
Wait.
What?
Don't waste it.
Well, you can mop up. It's probably almost all dry. Go on. There you go.
I have to get a twofer.
Probably picked it all off the card. Hey, look at that. Hey, look what you've created there. We like that. So now with the stencil still in place, I'm drying it. Okay, I'm moving my stencil around, my heat gun around to spread that heat across. And I'm going to go in with a second coat. Always give it a little shimmy, okay, just before you spray. And back on with this, giving it a nice coat. And again, give it dry before you take the stencil away, okay? You want to get that watercolour card there to absorb any of that water content, leaving purely the mica behind. So you can see what we're working with at the moment.
This is exciting.
And then let's take away our stencil.
No way.
And it leaves us with a beautiful, metallic, mica-packed, wonderful stencil relief image. Look how luxurious that is. You can't buy that.
You can't buy that.
You can make it though.
You can make it. It looks like it's a printed cardstock that you've bought. That is phenomenal wax.
So, from mixing to cover home decor pieces, to create an opulent finish, to creating a mica mist, to watercolouring and speckling with your embossing powders, to blending onto embossed cardstock with multi-mixes together, to full coat coverage, there is nothing you can't do with these waxes. They fulfill all of your creative needs. They are incredible. And you know what? For under £23 today, you can be part of this journey, which is an irresistible price. It's so tempting, but so affordable. You can do this at home.
This is just, again, this is giving you a product that isn't, I mean, Stephanie's always said in the past that you need to have 3 reasons to buy. I think we've given you 103 reasons to buy this, haven't we?
There's so many options.
So many options, just with that one paste, one wax, and they're brand new today, remember, never seen before. Brand new today, that this is just phenomenal. So also think about your upcycling, your recycling, think about your mixed media that you're going to do, even down to just making your cards, your backing papers, adding a little bit of flash of colour on the edges, etc. Using it with all your embossing folders. Again, the techniques are just endless that you can work with this. So that top row that you can see here is Shop Luxury. That gets you your malachite, your dark orchid and your dark turquoise, and then the bottom row is your Shop Metallic, which is your 3 colours, which is silver, white gold and diamond. These are gorgeous. Thank you for your questions, everybody.
Absolutely.
We love that you interact with us. Another question from our fabulous Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie, darling.
Hi, Stephanie.
She's asking, where is the leaf from?
The leaf? Oh, this leaf here.
Leaf it out.
Leaf it out. Oh my gosh, honestly. I'm usually the one to do that sort of stuff.
Oh, so I spend a lot of time with you, David. It's rubbing off.
I'm glad that it's working.
Yeah.
So the leaf, Stephanie, is actually from a collection of resin mouldings that we did have on one of our shows actually over a year ago now. So this is actually the one I had in my stash that's been painted a fair few times. Unfortunately, we don't have them for sale anymore. But if you were to go to like a trinket shop, charity shops, all that sort of stuff, you can find little decorative trays and things that you can, and I do use all the time. But this here is my little go-to that I love to share with you because it's got loads of texture in it.
Oh, hello.
Okay, so this here is one of my cherubs as well, from the same colour.
Little cherub.
One of my little cherubs. And I'm going to start to go in with a bit of wax on a stencil brush now, because I know a lot of you at home have loads of different applicators. So you could just go in and start blending right onto the surface. Okay, so I'm going to go in with, of course, our white gold first. And look how already it's picked out all of that detail.
Hardly any product.
Oh yeah,
hardly
I'm literally
any product.
It's just got the bristles. The bristles are still separated. There's hardly any on there. So I'm going to do a series of layers with this one. So I'm going to go around all over the surface with him. There we go. And what the beauty of a textured surface does is it allows you to pick out just the detail, and it leaves, of course, the deeper pigment behind. So I'm going to go back in here a little bit more, just like that. And now we're going to start to play with a few more colours. So let's now go in with our malachite. So I'm going to pick a bit of the malachite, and that's now a deeper gold. So we're now building on top of it. I didn't want the whole thing to be deep gold. As well, do bear in mind, do use the lids. They do have a seal inside there, which creates that airtight compression on them to keep them nice and moist for you. Now I'm going in with a little bit of that malachite to now add deeper, richer texture on here. There we go. A little bit in those nooks and crannies that he's got. And then let's go in with another tone. Let's go in with our turquoise. Okay, so now we're going to start to blend this through into the edges. So now we're almost oxidizing that gold. A bit more turquoise on there. Start to transition with our colours. And look at how the blue is now creeping in underneath that gold. So we're going to work this in to our project and start to just build up a series of colours in layers. And this is the beauty with these waxes, is that you can really take your time and leisurely build up the process and create some astounding finishes.
And you're not waiting between each coat here, are you?
Oh no, I'm letting them all gel together. Look at that. You're creating like an old Bronze Age statue with this. Completely different to a paint in the way that it moves, in the way that it takes, of course, the appearance of the product. It is honestly fabulous. Look at that. You can see in there the blues, the greens, the golds. So now let's bring in another colour. We're going to go in now with our fabulous dark orchid. So let's go in with some of this. And we're going to go to the edges with our dark orchid. So now the purple is starting to creep into the project in his hair. And I'm going to pick out fewer accents with this one because, again, it's going to play a key role in the overall finish of the design. But it's just allowing us to play with colour, which I absolutely love doing. Playing with colour is the best thing to do. And colours that all harmonise together, it is brilliant.
I think that's the key thing here with this. Even if you bought all 6, oh, you've done it. You are actually blending. You use all 6 colours together.
Now what I'm doing is dipping into the silver, okay? So into the silver, I'm only now stippling. And what that does is create highlights. So you can see his kneecap now is literally gleaming, okay? He's got the shiniest kneecap in the world, but it's where the light naturally is casted over. So a little bit of silver on there, take it off on your palette, and then just skim over these areas. And what the silver does, again, is picks out the highlights on his belly button as well. And then we're gonna go into that diamond, okay? So that faded pink, because the silver and the diamond together are the perfect combination.
One thing I am noticing, you're not washing your brush in between any of these.
No, I'm not at all. I'm not washing my brush. I'm going straight in with my antique pink there, straight with my antique pink into the wax. It's not transferring the colour into the pot. It's picking up colours from the pot. Now, of course, you can decant yours out, but I like to do this because it means I'm not using more than I need. Now, with this, I might want to intensify some of the areas. Okay, so I'm going to try and find, let's have a little look in my stash of bits and bobs. I've got a brush here that's been trimmed down. Okay, I'm going to go in with a little bit of that malahite. And I'm going to go into the little nooks and crannies right in there and just pick out some of the areas with the gold. Okay, so go in and just intensify those. Okay, oh dear, there we are. So go right around here into all the little nooks and crannies. Go back in with your bigger brush and blend it out. Okay, and it just allows that gold to sit within all of the indentations. It makes such a difference. Always trust the process. And you know what? If you're not happy, you paint over it. You just go straight back over. So I'm now going into where all of the darker elements are. So it's not necessarily black that you see from the gesso that we used. It's actually the gold that we used as our base layer. So we're bringing it back.
So this is the gesso David used, and you could see the coverage that was of that. It was incredible. You are getting both of these. So shop gesso, you get the black and the white together. An incredible deal of $11.99 for both pots.
Wow, that's amazing. Incredible
Absolutely.
price.
It's just a phenomenal price. And when we say it's an incredible product, it really is, isn't it, David?
Oh,
it is
absolutely.
super thick and creamy. It's the best I've ever to be able to use. Look at the colours that you've got on there.
It's so many colours. And of course, with that gesso itself, you can see the consistency and the thickness of it. I'm just going to share with you here on the back of a palette knife. When you pick up the gesso, it's a heavy-bodied formation, okay, so it spreads evenly and thinly.
Brilliant.
It's beautifully and incredibly matte as well, and the coverage is exceptional.
It is.
It is a one-coat coverage medium, incredibly pigmented. It actually has marble dust inside it as well, which really helps, of course, with that really deep pigment of a matte paint.
So, Jay, hi, good
Jay.
afternoon. It is afternoon, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Thank you for
almost 10 to
joining
1.
us. Thank you very much for joining us. It's lovely to have you all with a fabulous question. Okay, are you ready, David? Can we use the holo paint on top of another colour?
The holo paint, absolutely you can do so. Let's do just that. Great question. We now have our holographic paint, okay? Now, if you want to use this on top of a pre-existing product and project, absolutely you can do. So we've got this one here, which is now already dry for us. You could go in with this. Now, if I just take some black card onto that watercolour card, your holographic paint, it comes out white, but then as you spread it, you start to then spread out the binding agent, which goes translucent, and then you're left behind with just, of course, the fabulous medium. So if I take my heat gun to this, let's have a little look what happens. Okay, we're going to completely dry off all of this, and this will take a couple of minutes, but we're just going to do a little part of it here to share with you what happens. Oh, Amanda, yours looks incredible there that you've got.
That holographic flash is beautiful. So just remind us, what surfaces can we actually put this onto?
Everything other than fabric, because we do have one designed that's washable on fabric, but it will go on everything else. It will go onto fabric, but it won't be washable on fabric, but it will go onto every surface. It's brilliant.
I'm thinking if I put this on something that was out in the garden and in the sunshine,
Ooh,
this would be
yeah.
beautiful, wouldn't it?
Just give it a coat of Aquastone as well. You've got that on tonight. Show your Aquastone, so you can have a play with that, absolutely.
They're letting me have a play with the Cadence stuff.
I know, right? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm having a little browse inside my pot. And what I've got here is a variety of brushes. I'm going to go in with our holographic and we're going to go over the top, okay? So we're now going into, I know, right? We're now going on top of this fabulous decorative plate. So the holographic will of course say translucent, but we're now going on top of those waxes, adding another layer.
Do you know, everybody, you're absolutely amazing, each and every one of you. Again, Alison, thank you so much for joining in with us. Lovely Alison says, could you tell me the difference between gesso and a hybrid?
Ah, fabulous. Okay, so gesso is a primer. That's a great question because we serve so many paints on here. Your hybrid paint has a semi-matte, so like an eggshell finish, like a satin.
Yep.
And your gesso is a completely matte product. Now, it's used as a base coat primer, so it's multi-application and multi-surface use. But what the purpose of a gesso is it leaves a key on the surface, so it's not slick or shiny, meaning that other paints can grab to it. So if you'd got a plastic photo frame, for example, and you wanted to paint it in your favourite tone of Cadence, but the paint that you were going to use may scratch off that plastic frame, you can go in with the gesso and it will prime the surface. It will grip onto the surface and leave a matte coverage, okay, meaning your paint will adhere to it instantly. What I would suggest doing in the process of that is give it a full coat of gesso, let it dry, then a light sand, okay, and then go on with your favourite colour. It performs as a base coat, but not only that, it's a great catalyst to make your own shades. So of course, with your gesso, that means you can mix any acrylic into this to make your very own coloured paste, which is incredible. You can also mix inks in with it too. With your black, again, same process as follows. It gives you the perfect base layer to paint upon. Now, whenever I'm using metallics or waxes, I always base coat in black, but they will still work onto white surfaces too. I don't even think I've shared that with you. If I just grab a piece of cardstock here, if you were to go onto lighter toned surfaces, let's grab a paintbrush. See if I've got a nice flat one in my stash. Let's have a look. Here we go. This will do. Going with our colours onto white and black, you still get fabulous coverage on there as well. So don't think that it's just for dark surfaces. In fact, I'll pick up some of the pink there too. You've then got that diamond there onto, of course, your white cardstock. It will still work onto both tones. It's not just black, but with the black you get a fabulous undertone that really accentuates all of the pigment.
That's stunning.
Honestly, it's incredible stuff. But that's a great question, and it's nice to be able to take the time to answer it properly for you.
Yeah, it is. That's why, you know, we love... Oh, I love how this is going on. That's why we do these 2 hours, working with you for 2 hours is brilliant because it gives you the opportunity to ask all of those fabulous questions. So thank you everybody for joining in with us. It does, you know, it is lovely, and I love the fact that it's so interactive when you're shopping here with us at Highlight Crafts. Look at this.
So, giving that a quick dry, of course the agent in there will continue to dry completely crystal clear, but we now have our leaf with all of this. Yes, Amanda?
It hasn't moved what was underneath it.
No, it hasn't moved at all. It's allowed it all to completely encase while adding that holographic film. Now, again, talking of other mediums, you can really go on to all sorts with this.
All right, okay.
Okay, so your holographic, should we have a look at it on different ones?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, so let's go in to our white card, shall we?
Yes.
So we've been on black, let's have a look at white. Here we go. And we've had a fabulous question in as well, haven't we? From Wendy.
Yes.
Saying, what does this look like on white cards? I'm going to show you.
Thank you, Wendy, for joining in. Look at that.
So it creates the perfect snow, the perfect frost. Okay. Look at this on white. It is beautiful. You can see all of the film coming through there.
Again, I have another question. I don't know if I'm asking the questions that you're all wanting to know at home.
Go on.
If I was to put this on and stippled, would it stay textured?
Yes, it would. It would stay built up. It would stay a texture. So the binding agent is clear, but it would create texture for you as well. So ripples. If you're going to go on to acetate, create snow, it looks amazing.
Is that a question that had been asked?
Well, no, there's another one. I have a question. Could you die cut the card?
Absolutely,
Yes.
you can. You can die cut the card. Make sure it's bone dry afterwards. You don't want it to be wet because, of course, then it will stick. But yeah, absolutely, you can die cut afterwards. It will make the card harder, but yes, it will still stick and still cut.
So we've literally got a minute and a half left of those 2 hours. Where's those 2 hours gone?
I don't know, honestly.
Right, can we do a very quick recap for everybody?
Do it. Okay, shall we go around?
Let's
I'll
do.
follow through.
I need
Let's
to.
bring this. There we
I
go.
need to.
Follow round. Follow round. Right, I'll shimmy on this way, shall I?
Shimmy. Where's my cadence? Oh, it's there somewhere. So we have got Shop Luxury and Shop Metallic. Remember, these are the 6 brand new launch today waxes, Dora waxes coming to you from Cadence. So that is your Shop Luxury. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, that's Shop Metallic.
Don't worry, we've only got 50 seconds, haven't we?
And then Shop Luxury. Aren't they incredible? Now, use these across the board with all of your projects.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to check out your baskets, everybody. We've loved every minute of you being here with us. Amazing questions from you all, as always. And we will see you all again soon.
Absolutely, but don't go anywhere because, of course, John...
Next door.
Yeah, John's next door. Bye.